welcome back. We are so excited to welcome our new friends, Charlotte and Beverly of Two Sisters at Home. Ladies, welcome to the show. We're so excited.
Thank you so much for having us.
Yes. So Two Sisters at Home was a business you guys started in 2014, right?
Yes.
Can you kind of take us from, you know, the idea of it to now and how you have all these products, 16 amazing products?
Yes.
Well, it was a funny thing. I was working at a gourmet store there in Branson, Mulberry Mill, and Chad, the owner, he had lost his mother, and so a few months later I had him over for burgers, and I made this sauce, and they loved it. Well, come to find out, when I went to work, he said, if you could figure out how to make that, we could sell it. And I said, I have no idea. I mean, it's like 4 bundles of cilantro, this much garlic, you know, I made fresh. Anyway, the Lord woke me up at 3 o'clock in the morning. I had measurements coming to me. I snuck in the office, wrote them down, went to the Amish store there in Branson. They had everything I needed. I made it. Took it to him. I said, what do you think? He said, make me 100 packages. I said, I don't know how to do that either. Yeah. So that's where my sister came in, because she's very computer savvy, and so she found out what we needed to do. We started out with a little bag, cardboard. I drew the little picture, took it to Post-it, they stapled it on there. I hate staples in the kitchen, but that's how we started. So
Were you excited when she called you?
Oh, yes. I said, okay, let's do it. She said, what do you think? You think we should do this? I said, let's do it.
So we made the 100 packages, took it to him. Of course, we have no wholesale number. We're buying everything retail. Within 6 weeks, he sold 900 packages. I told my sister, I said, we got to figure out what we're going to do. Are we going to do it or not? She said, let's do it.
Yeah.
That's how it started.
Oh, my word. Okay,
And that was the
let's
little
start with
sassy
this one.
green.
Can we try what you started
You sure
with?
may.
Okay.
Go ahead and taste the sauce by itself.
So,
and then we serve it with our hot and sassy pretzel. Hot and sassy pretzel, you just, here you go.
Thank
I'll put
you.
that in there. And the pretzel is, all of our cracker seasonings and pretzels, you don't bake them. They dry in the bag overnight. And there's no MSG in them, sorry. They're gluten-free products, and we don't have any artificial flavoring. Like our lemon cracker that you said you tried, that's dried lemon juice.
Really?
Wow.
We use organic or cilantro, organic basil. We try to put the best we can in a dip.
Yes.
So how do people buy this, and what do you have to mix with it to create the dip, or how does it all work?
This is sassy green right here, and this package here will make about 4 cups of dip, and you just add mayonnaise, sour cream. But I also have other recipes online, Two Sisters at Home, and we can mix it with cream cheese, make our jalapeno poppers. We can put it in butter and do our grilled corn. We can put it in olive oil and have sassy thighs.
Ooh.
Sassy thighs, I like it.
Yes. Okay, let's move on down to now. I've had this. So by the way, at the Monat Repurpose Fair every August, some vendors were selling their products, and I got to try the curry because they know how much I love curry.
But you didn't have the
So
relish
what is
on
this
it.
we have?
Mama,
Here we go.
sweet pepper relish right there, jalapeno pepper relish. That was another thing the Lord woke me up in the middle of the night after we had canned 60-some jars. We ran out of red bell pepper. We put dry in the last batch. He woke me up saying, you can make it all dry. So our relish is dry. You just put it in a 3-quart pan, add water, salt, sugar, vinegar, boil it for 10 minutes, and you have a pint of relish. Get on your hot dogs,
gosh.
burgers, red beans, black-eyed peas, even off your arm.
First bite, I was like, summer. It just
It's
reminded
just
me of
lovely,
summer.
and that relish is great on
Wow.
everything.
The
And then-
curry by itself is amazing, but add that relish, it takes it to a whole
So-
new level.
Yes.
So the
Exactly.
curry is
Exactly.
is
the chicken salad. That one is just 3 items, cream cheese, mayonnaise, and a can of chicken, and then the curry cracker with it.
I'm so
Wow.
glad you said canned chicken. I'm a fan of canned chicken.
Well,
I use it all the time.
Now, let me tell you all the secret about canned chicken. Put it in a colander, rinse it with ice cold water till it comes out clear, and you don't know it's a canned chicken. And it's very important.
secrets unveiled.
Yes.
Yes.
Unveiled,
Yes.
unrevealed.
Okay, and moving on, these look amazing.
Okay, that is our orangey coconut. And
There we go. They're going to get a quick shot of that first, then we'll bring it up here.
Yes,
Yes,
go right
it's so
ahead.
gorgeous.
And I can reach over. if
yeah,
you'd
can
like.
you? Okay. So that is on our coconut, toasted coconut cracker, our orangey coconut, and all our sweets are made with 2 items, 8-ounce cream cheese, 8 ounce of heavy whipping cream, not Cool Whip.
Ooh.
This is amazing. How scary is it to start a business, though?
Yeah.
It's pretty scary. We're still shaking.
After 10 years.
Yes.
This is our 10th anniversary.
Well,
We
congratulations.
are
Happy
so
10 years.
excited.
Did you ever, in your wildest dreams, 10
Yeah.
years, we were like, okay, maybe like 5 years. That'll be our goal. And then you hit 5.
honestly,
Really,
when
we
I
haven't
said-
looked up till.
Honestly, when I said, let's do it, I had no idea
What
that
we
the
were doing.
Lord was getting ready to take us through this journey. It's amazing.
You never know.
No.
never know.
You never know. And never say no.
No.
I always say, don't put the Lord in a box. Let him tell you what he made
Exactly.
you to do.
Amen to that.
love that.
This is phenomenal.
This is, yeah.
Thank
Now,
you.
this actually reminds
And
me
I'll
of summer.
tell you
The smell of
something
it.
else, that orangey
Coconut.
coconut with dark chocolate is the bomb.
Oh,
Use it as an icing on devil's food cake. Ooh, yeah.
Oh my gosh, what a great idea.
Right, and
We
our,
got recipes online.
I was gonna say, I've checked those out and they look good. And our final.
That's
down
our
here.
lemon pie cracker and zesty lemon basil made with the cream cheese heavy and a strawberry on top. Now, 4th of July, I'll do a blueberry and strawberry, you know, festive.
Yeah, festive. There you
Why
go.
Go ahead and help yourself.
Okay.
Got it, Jer?
I'm dipping in right now, dipping all this goodness.
Oh, my
Now, this is a sweet dessert, even though it has basil in it, but it's good, isn't it?
Fresh.
Very.
How do you come up with these
guilt-free.
flavor combinations, though? Like you said, because there's some unique flavors
Well,
mixed going on.
I'll tell you the best products that we have that are like that zesty lemon basil. That was the Lord directing me on that one. I got up one morning and went to where my measuring spoon said, "What are we making today, Lord?" And he said, "Get this, get that." Mixed it up. She came over. I said, "I made another dip." She said, "Well, what is it?" I said, "It's a sweet dip. It's lemon and basil." And she went, "That don't even sound good."
Yeah.
She takes a bite and she's like dancing.
Dancing in the kitchen.
I mean, it's time to dance.
Now,
Yeah.
Wow.
being sisters and being in business together, is there any butting heads, or because you guys are so different in your
Here's
expertise?
how we handle that. If we have a disagreement, she goes out, I go out, we come back the next day like it never even happened.
Love it.
Oh,
Exactly.
that's smart.
That's
So
the-
you said
that's the key.
you have recipes online. Where can people go for all this information, finding those recipes, and then how? Because again, I saw these in Monette. One of your vendors brought them out, had samples. I bought some. I got the curry and the lemon. How do people get that information and maybe buy directly from you?
Okay, you can go to twosistersathome.com, and that has all of our products. It has recipes. You can also like us on Facebook, and we have recipes there. We try to put at least one a week on. And then you can find us at the Farmers Market at the Farmers Park here in Springfield, Missouri every Saturday, unless we're at a show. And if we're at a show, we'll have someone at the Farmers Market taking care of the product.
Thank you guys so
Charlotte
much.
Beverly,
We
thank
are
you
for
so
having
much.
us.
Thank you for
And you know
having
what? I'll
us.
be honest. I think the Lord is directing me to eat more. So
Yes.
don't-
I wanna try
I don't
this.
question the
Go
Lord, guys.
for it.
I'm gonna try this one.
Go check them
That
out
was
right
their
now.
spicy one.
They're amazing. We'll be back with our Mass Singer recap right after this. The Lord is calling me to curry. I don't know
Follow
why.
me to curry.
Calling me to the curry.